It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 75 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
You look at this Steeler defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2 So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On 2nd down, Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Third and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third down and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Maynard. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Maynard.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Maynard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Peters.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Maynard.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their first-half lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lucas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the great state of Ohio. Miami in town to take on Cleveland. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we go from one Ohio team to the other as we check in with the Bengals at home in Cincinnati. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Patriots looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now it's Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, it's Peters. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd and a couple.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Complete to Whalen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Now the first carry here for the running back. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Peters. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now they try the right side here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6.
Now Griffin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, Griffin. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
92 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure nobody...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Ravens on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be third and forever.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. It's Peters, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down and 6 now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.